Hey everyone, this is Sunny, the California girl from G.L.O.W, Gorgeous Days of Wrestling, and I'm here with Tarryn at GoTarryn.tv. Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome to GoTarryn TV today. It's episode number 421, and as you saw in the beginning there, that's right, we're welcoming an original Glow girl here on GoTarryn TV, and it's Sunny all the way from gorgeous Los Angeles, California. Sunny, how are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you, Tarryn?
I'm good too, thank you. And again, I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. And I'm so fascinated with interviewing you Glow girls. I've had Roxy Astor and Grimlina both on so far. They both had the best things to say of you. And I can't wait to talk to you here and learn some more about you. So to start it off with, Sunny, could we start out, you were born and raised, is it La Crescenta, California? Is that where you're from?
Yeah, La Crescenta, California. I was actually born and raised, born in downtown Los Angeles. I'm really a native and really from California, for all those who really wondered if Sunny was from California. But I am. I'm a native.
It was a shoot. You really are a native. You are the true California girl. So, and before we talk about Glow, I know that growing up, you had been doing acting and modeling and a spokesperson, gone to Barbizon school. Can you tell us a little bit about that and how, to the point of you got to being with Glow?
Sure, absolutely. At the age of 5, I started in commercials, and in fact, it was a takeoff from the $6 Million Man, if you all remember that.
Yeah, sure did.
We did a $6.50 man, and I got to play a part where I was rescued by the robot, which was our $1 Million Man, but out of school. So that was my first little role, and then I did numerous commercials. I went into ESPN. Sunbelt Sports, I did commercials for football, for the NFL.
Oh, cool.
And, in numerous movies. I was blessed to do a few great movies with Rob Lowe and called The Perils of Being William Woods.
Nice.
And Jim Belushi, which I later dated and did a lot of, like The Sex Lives of the Rich and Famous. Just my take on dating a celebrity as well.
Wow.
They interviewed myself and a few other girls that dated, like, Jack Nicholson and whatnot. So, but through the upbringing, going back to the age of 5, I was also at the forefront of the wrestling ring at the Olympic Auditorium with my family.
Okay.
And with Freddie Blassie.
Oh,
remember?
Cool. Classy Freddie
Yeah,
Blassie, yes.
Classy Blassie, Andre the Giant,
Oh, my God.
Hard-boiled Haggerty, I remember. Many of these guys my father was friends with.
That's so cool. Wow.
Out of Oklahoma and Bakersfield. Yeah, he was pretty good friends. I couldn't figure out why, because I was little and we're there, and I'm just seeing all this blood and gore and it's like fighting all these men. And then I got to meet them afterwards. My dad would put me on his shoulders, and we'd go backstage, and I'm like, wow. So I was fascinated with that, and also the roller derby. Yes, and so we were at the roller derby as well, where we know that that's all women, and the strength of, fighting. In the roller derby, you're on roller skates, and you're going around. I was seeing these women pushing people, out of their way and pushing other women, the other opposite team, which was like the I think it was the Thunderbirds, I want to say, and the Kansas City Royals.
Okay.
And it's not the baseball team. Yeah, the Kansas City Rollers, I believe it was. That's it.
Cool. Okay.
The Rollers. So, to my memory, being as it may, I was little, and Raquel Walsh was even part of it back then.
Oh, my God.
So I got, that was pretty cool to see her, because she was my idol and still is. I think she's amazing, and that'll bring us back to Vegas, where I was able to wear her uniform 1,000 years BC when I had my own show after Glow, which was Battling Beauties. It was called Where I Train the Girls, and we had a show on the Strip for a while, and I headlined Billboard, Sunny the California Girl, come see, Sunny fight and all this good stuff. So that was fun. But the inspiration for me to get into wrestling was my father. And one day I was, modeling. I graduated, like you said, from Barbizon when I was 13. Still in braces. I went on to Catalina Swimwear embraced, several swimwear magazines and as well, did more commercials, did more print work, ended up going to the Ford agency and modeled. Here, gosh, I guess I really had a really wonderful, blessed career in that respect. And then I was about, 19. I was at my parents' house, and there's my dad sitting there watching this show on TV, and he calls me out of the room, and he goes, "Come out, I want you to see this." I go, "What, Dad?" I walk out, and here's these women on television, all different sizes, shapes, race, and they're wrestling. And I'm like, "What? This is crazy." I sat down with him for a little bit. I'm watching, and he goes, "Look at this. You could do this, honey. Why don't you audition for this?" And I looked at him. I said, "Really, Dad?" He goes, "They'd kill me. I'm just a model. I'm a waif." I'm like, "No, I couldn't do that. There is no way I could do that." You know, I was a track runner, and that was about it as far as my athletic ability. You know, I didn't do flips or, you know, I wasn't that well, I had a few brawlings, you know, in my days when I got challenged. I never backed down from that. But I wasn't, you know, a really super athletic, flipping gymnastics type of girl.
Okay.
You know, just the basics in school. Because I was super tall. I've always been, 5'8" when I was 13. I'm 5'10".
Oh, wow.
So, you know, it's kind of tough when you want to do flips. You know, I was like, "What?" So I was watching these girls. I go, "I can't do this." But he had pushed me pretty much and said, "You can do it." You know, he was my force. And I said, "Okay, Dad, if you think I can, I'll mail in a headshot." You know, and sure enough, I mailed in my headshot. They were holding auditions in North Hollywood. And I went on in, and I met Matt Simber, who was the director of G.L.O.W, and the writers, and a few other people that were there that were auditioning. And, you know, I got in. And then from there, you go into Las Vegas. And you go into it. Yes. And you go through this grueling training, which I had no idea, before you even get a character name, before they even figure out what you're going to be or who you fit. So I surpassed the training, and it's like military for everyone out there. It really is. It was really tough. You had to do military push-ups. You know, we had hyperextensions off the wrestling ring that was there.
Oh my God.
Our training was extensive from early in the morning till at night, and you go back through training of gymnastics, rolls, backward rolls, handstands. Oh my gosh, I can't do this. And then there's a punching bag. Well, you know me, I just get in line with all the girls. I get up there and go punch the punching bag. I went straight into it, Tarryn. I'm like, oh my God, that was it. Sonny was in a cast. I fractured my hand, my right hand.
No. Oh my God.
Yeah, I thought I was cool. Well, I could punch. I could do this. That was it. I'm like, so I was in a cast. Goofy girl that I was blonde and tan. So, you know, Matt looked at me and he goes, "You must have went to the beach a lot." I go, "Yeah, I love the beach. I'm a beach girl." I would rollerblade and roller skate at Santa Monica Beach. And that's how my hair became blonde. I used sun-in because back in those days that was a cool thing, is to spray sun-in. And, you know, and he goes, "Wow." And he goes, "You're always smiling." He goes, I haven't seen you not smile through this grueling training and all the yelling I'm doing, you know, I'm putting you through. And, you know, because he'd put me up against the wall and say, "You've got to do this. Do it right, Sonny." You know, that's after he gave me the character. And that's the character of Sonny, the California girl, evolved. And he also found out that I sang. So through all this time, I said, well, I wanted to be a lounge singer. And so he goes, the writer incorporated the knock-knock jokes with the scene in the ring. If you watch any of the matches, I will come out and do a knock-knock joke, sing it to one of my opponents, which would make them mad, you know, if I could say piss them off, and they'd come after me. That's how that started, with the singing of the knock-knock joke. And I go, "Are you kidding me? How can I do this?" I looked at Steve Blanche, which was the writer and who wrote our material, and wrote my knock-knock jokes in. He goes, "Okay, Sonny, you're going to fight Corporal Kelly today. I'm going to give you tanks." I go, "Tanks? What's that?" "You know, thanks for the memories, Bob Hope." And I'm like, oh, no. I've got to sing this? Are you kidding? And knock-knock, oh, no. So, yeah, that's how it would be. And then we go right into the match from there. But I was the dingy blonde. I was like the good girl, and so I always lost primarily. I was disqualified once, but, I gave it all I got. I got to surf their backs, and I gave them sunburns.
And that's how you came up with the sunny smiles, too.
Yes, yes. And then from there on, I was blessed to grace Playboy, which is another wonderful time in my life with the band Kiss, which was amazing.
I saw
yes.
that, yes, in my research.
Yeah.
That you've just had just a long, created career and able to meet all these celebrities and just live your dreams out. And I'm sure your father was feeling like he was having his dreams lived out with having his daughter being a professional wrestler and TV celebrity.
Yes, he was very, very proud of me. The heartbreaking thing was during the time of G.L.O.W. in one of the matches, I got called out because I wasn't concentrating. My father took ill and was in the hospital in St. Mary's in Long Beach, California, and my father was the strongest man. His history, was very tough, and but I was daddy's girl, so my father, I couldn't imagine, would ever be ill. Like, I thought maybe it was a flu or something, but it turned out he had cancer. So I got called out. Matt said, Sonny, you got to go.
Yeah.
You got to go see your dad. I go, no, my dad's going to be fine. My mother called in and said, go. You've got to get down here. I'm in the room. He's not doing well. They gave him like 5 days to live. So that was the hardest time of my life. I got on the plane, took a cab from there. It was the longest cab ride ever. And my father never actually got to see me wrestle. But he was in Los Angeles, and he was, they worked very hard. They ran the Los Angeles Times. They had a distribution. So that was primarily their life until my dad took ill. And he was in that hospital room, and I stayed there by his bedside for 5 days. And I said, Daddy, I'm wrestling. He goes, I know, honey. And he goes, I'm so proud of you. And it was that was, that made my, So to this day, every wrestler that I meet, I was blessed to meet Andre the Giant and all the greats. And my father passed away in 1988. So if that tells you, we still went on with G.L.O.W. a little bit longer. Therefore, I did not at the ending. I came back and resurrected another, like I was telling you, battling beauties of my own. Yes, with Benny Diamond, who was the referee in G.L.O.W. Gorgeous Days of Wrestling. And he helped me. He built a wrestling ring from scratch. And we ended up having that at the Royalton, which is a small, or off Royal, it's Kona, I want to say, Hotel or Royal back then. But, of course, that was, destroyed many years ago. And that's where we held the show, Battling Beauties. And I trained the girls. I had several characters similar to G.L.O.W., but more live because it was a live stage presence where one girl came out on a Harley, and I think we called her Harley. It was pretty cool. Yeah, I loved it. Yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I got to look that up because, that's, how long did that last for, that TV series?
That actually lasted for just under 2 months of a stage show. It was more of like, when you go see a show on the Strip, a live production, like a musical type scenario. I came out actually singing, which I was allowed to sing. There was no knock-knock joke. It was I Wish We All Could Be California Girls by David Lee Roth.
Cool.
And I came out in a white tux and a white thong. It was pretty hot, and I loved it. And it was primarily men again. We charged a fee of $25 or $30, I believe it was, entrance fee to watch the show. The show was about 40 minutes long. And to top it off, here comes the whole thing about it. It was similar to Go, but it was in oil. It was pro wrestling in oil, which is quite difficult because if you want to lift someone up in a body slam in oil,
it's hard enough without the
It's hard, exactly. But we did, and we pulled it off, and everyone was amazed. And what we would do is pick one guy out of the audience to go to their favorite girl, and they get to, spray. Can't touch them, spray oil on them, and then let them go and fight back in the ring with the opponent. So it had its differences, and it was fun.
It sounded like a lot of fun. And you touched on this briefly earlier in our talk. Can you talk about the 1999 Playboy edition that you're in?
Yes, it is March 1999, and it was the first cover to be graced with a male figure.
Okay. Okay.
Ever.
Huh.
This was the first.
Wow.
So it's actually a pretty special edition, which is
Yeah.
Grace with Gene Simmons and 4 other playmates. I'm not on the cover because everyone thinks I am. No, I'm not. I'm
Okay.
throughout the magazine. I was actually part of the cast to help cast the magazine with Tommy Thayer, who is now Ace Frehley in the band Kiss, which is some history for all of you who don't know that Ace is no longer with Kiss.
Okay.
Tommy Thayer was with Black and Blue, and we sat there and casted all the girls and brought them in. So that was also a wonderful thing. I got that experience to bring in all these girls. There was quite a few, and most of them are just phenomenal, just beautiful. And they're all playmates, you know. So yeah, and then there was a few that I brought in my friends on and tried to get them in there as well in the issue. Yeah, it was really fun. We shot it in Santa Monica, and the setting was amazing. And, you know, we had all this rock and roll garb on, all the Kiss makeup. I got to be Paul Stanley. I didn't get Gene Simmons. Yeah, the Star Child. So I loved it. That was cool, you know. And then we were graced to, there was myself and 3 other girls. We got to go to Boston to film the Playboy video there. And so we went backstage, and we got to be in the concert. It was so cool.
Oh,
yeah.
What an experience. Wow. And
to this day, I know Gene very well, and I call him Uncle Gene.
Oh,
He's
so
the best.
cool.
Just
oh.
yeah, and Paul Stanley and the guys, Peter Criss and Ace Frehley, though they've ventured out, you know, away from the group.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you know they have Rockin' Brews out there, so they started their own restaurants, and it seems to be going pretty well.
That's awesome. Yeah, they're arguably one of the best, you know, performers and entertainers in the music industry. And then moving on, transitioning over, can you talk to us about the American Adversaries Talk Radio?
Oh yes, American Adversaries. Yes, it's AM 660 or FM 550, and those guys are out of Florida.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, in Tampa, Florida.
Okay.
And they're with Salem Broadcasting, which is pretty big. If you know Salem, they have the networks here in California and Channel 5. Pretty big. Okay. So we now talk about politics and all the late breaking news, the trending news. And they sought me out, which was the most wonderful blessing. Jeff Cenas, the broadcaster there, he had, I guess, found my profile on LinkedIn, and he said, "Sonny, would you want to, you know, come on as a guest?" And I said, "Sure, absolutely." I was on probably, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and then after that, they had asked me if I wanted to do a regular segment on their show that I was such a hit, and I'm like, I would love to. Let's do this. I go, but politics? They go, yes. Politics and wrestling. It goes hand in hand. Don't you know that? I go, you know what?
That's a good point.
I thought about it. I go, it sure does.
Yeah, you're right.
we know the beginning and we knew the end of always who won. And what goes on in between is, boy, a lot of mess, a lot of fun, and a lot of craziness. You know, a lot of cutthroat. So, yeah, there's a lot of similarities. And I'm on with, it was 4 great guys. Dennis McCarthy now left to CBS. And now I'm just on with Jeff Cenas and Christopher Hart. And I want to say, I can't remember the other. We have another new gentleman on there, but they're great. Aubrey Kahn is his name. And we talk about everything out there. And I'm on for about a half hour as well.
Okay.
And I love it. And we have the G.L.O.W girls on. I've had Roxy Astor. I want to have Gremlina on as well. And Matilda. We want to get Americana on because that also fits the genre, you know, American Adversaries. And she stands for American, you know, and G.L.O.W. So, and Hollywood. We'll get Jeannie Bissone on. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
That's excellent. Can you plug the FM and AM number again? Because I'm going to put that on my browser so I can listen to that. Sure.
And also for everybody, you can go to AmericanAdversaries.com. On Facebook, I believe it comes up, or AM 660 Talk Radio, TALK Radio. Yes, AM 660, or I believe FM 550 on local radio dials. I just download it from my cell phone, and people, you know, that I know do that. You can go on and you can Google it, and the first stream in the Google that it comes up, the first search, I should say, that's the one you want to hit. Perfect. And that'll take you into the live streaming.
Okay, excellent. I'm going to check that out, and we'll get that on the screen for everybody listening too. Also, okay, so Sonny, I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got to get going in about 5 minutes, so I do want to touch on this.
Yes.
For the upcoming Afterglow Party at the Sea cruise, can we chat a little bit about that? I understand you're going to be giving some surf lessons on the cruise. Is that correct?
Oh yeah, sunny surf and turf. You know,
That's
of
awesome.
course.
That is so
I know.
cool.
I'm going to bring my surfboard. I actually have a real surfboard. I want to say not from the show because, as most people know, not all of it is real. But I had a breakaway surfboard then. So that surfboard that I brought to the ring back then, along with Spuds McKenzie and my frisbee and, you know, a lot of my little gadgets, was a breakaway surfboard. And but I'm bringing the real deal. So, you know, if I want to hit someone over the head, they better start running. But no, I'm gonna teach them how to surf. I love my fans, and it's going to be a lot of fun to do that. The Afterglow Sea Party is going to be a blast. It's going to be so much fun.
It will.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard Roxy and Grimlina talk about it, and I played this game with Grimlina for a little bit. I'm going to do the same thing with you here. I'm going to do word association. If you can give me maybe 2 or 3 words, the first words that pop up, and this is an uncensored version, so you can curse if you need to. But I'm going to list out the rest of the ladies that are so far scheduled to be on this cruise with you. Let's start with Roxy Astor. What's the first words that come to mind?
Rich and foxy.
I like that. How about lightning?
Little.
And Grimlina?
Ankle biter.
She would appreciate that. How about MTV? MTV.
MTV. Oh, rock and roll.
How about Hollywood?
Hollywood. Oh, boy. And I wrestled her a lot. Tough. Yeah.
Tough. How about Dallas?
Dallas I love. I got to meet Debbie Dallas. She's cool. I got to say, she's cool. Like her. Never got to wrestle because, again, she was a baby face.
That's right. And how about Little Egypt?
Little Egypt, the same. She wasn't in my season, but pioneering.
Okay. And how about Daisy?
Daisy tall.
Very tall. 6'2".
Tall,
yeah,
yes. She's got me beat. She's the one I look up to.
And how about Jailbait?
Jailbait, innocent, sweet, yeah.
All right, and then finally, last but not least, how about Johnny C?
No, Johnny C. Where's my mic so I can beat him over the head with it? And my knock-knock jokes. He got the brunt of it. Oh, yeah. He's probably got more knocks on his head than my knock-knock jokes from the mic.
Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait for it. We're going to plug that again. And, you know, again, we've been talking about it. We're going to be having that very soon. Also, before we let you go, let me ask you a couple more questions here. I found this pretty fascinating. You're a spokesperson for the diabetes and other causes and charities. Is that correct?
Yes.
That's so
yes.
Cool.
My mother, I lost my mother, well, now it's been a year and a half to the disease. She struggled with it all her life since I was little. I was raised with watching her, you know, give herself shots 3 times a day.
Right.
She was a severe diabetic type 2. So, yeah, my charity gives back to that. Cancers, I've lost a lot of family members, and here recently I lost my brother to cancer.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So they're near and dear to my heart, and God knows we need to help out there because there's so many people. As we know, and you know, you've heard, look how many rock and roll artists we just lost.
Oh,
and,
my God, what's going on?
Right?
Yeah. Oh.
This epidemic of cancer everywhere, and it has to be stopped, you know. Somehow if we band together and get out there, we can do it, you know, because the power in people and the word, just being on and what you're doing is the greatest thing to get it out there of any love or charity or help, you know, is the power of the mouth, I believe.
Yeah.
So, and God knows we have that. Us G.L.O.W girls, we don't have a shortage of that. That's true.
That's why y'all were so successful, because you guys could walk the walk and talk the talk. That's for sure.
Yes, that's right. We had no choice. After we were in that squared circle, we were in. That was it. And the cameras were rolling. You can't, you know, and if you make a mistake, you got to keep on going. But primarily, when the fans are up close and personal, it's just like you're there and you're on. And my character is me. I am Sunny. People see me and they're like, wow, you're just always shining, you're always smiling. I go, I guess that's why. They go, but you don't have blonde hair anymore. I go, I don't. I go, this is really my hair color. Thank God. With a little bit of gray, which we won't say. But I cover those real fast.
Well, you
forever
still,
young at heart, as
you
we
are.
say.
You still, like I say, you look beautiful. I know that you're a workout-aholic, as you call yourself, because I've seen the pictures on Facebook. You look great, every single one of you. So yeah, keep it up. I have just thoroughly enjoyed this with you. I know you got to get running. I promised you I'd get you out here on time. So let's get you back on very soon again, please, Sunny. And,
I'd love to.
I appreciate it. Again, thank you. And Sunny, can you leave us with any final words for the people who are interested in going to the Afterglow Cruise Party? Any words of wisdom you want to give them if they're
yes, the words of wisdom is get on that ship, book it, go to Afterglow Sea Party, go on there and scroll down because the prices are really inexpensive, and what a blast. If I had a chance to go on my dream boat with my celebrity, my famous, like let's say back in the John Schneiders, I would be there even today, any of those country stars, because I've got a couple crushes we won't mention. But, oh, gosh, Luke Bryant, if I could be on his, I would do it in a heartbeat. So to hang out with all of us crazy Glow girls and to get the insights and behind the scenes and to learn about wrestling and to be with us, to drink with us, to eat with us, what a joy. Hey, go there, book your cruise, and come meet us, May 22nd to the 26th.
Certainly. We got the website on the link, too, so everyone can check it out. And make sure you sign up for your surf and turf lessons with Sunny on the cruise as well. That's going to be
That's right. And I may throw in a knock-knock joke.
Oh, I hope so. That'll be well worth it. Well, Sunny, again, thank you so much. You are amazing. You keep up the wonderful work you're doing. And let's have you back on here very soon in the near future, please.
Thank you. Thank you. I'd give you that knock-knock. Thanks for the memories. Thank you, Tarryn, your doll.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
You too. Thank you, Sunny. Well, we'll talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on the next video blog, Sunny.
Have a wonderful sunny day.
Oh, thank you. Sunny smiles, everybody.
That's right, and sunny hugs.
There you go.
Okay.
Love it. All right. Take care, Sunny.
Okay.
Joke for us tonight, perhaps?
Yes, you do, Johnny. Well, here it goes again, everyone. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Thanks for the memories. It's great to be on the sea, to beat the big marine.
Funny tail and tapping feet, a dimpled face and smile so sweet. Don't ruffle up my ribbons and lace. I'll tap my toes all over your I'm Spanish red and I love tequila. When my blood gets hot, I'm even meaner. I'm American, just like all the rest. If you say I'm not, you get the Spanish press. Okay. You wish you were.